you really probably are creating an outfit, because it's as simple as that. Don't dress bland every day. That's the topic of today's video, because some days, realistically, some days we are going to dress bland. Whether it is gardening or housework, or we just don't have our mojo together. We just do not feel the vibe for the effort of creating an outfit. But for those days when we do want to create an outfit, how do we create an outfit? When are clothes not clothes and become an outfit? Let's break that down, shall we? Talking about a sitting room, you've got cushions, you've got ornaments, a rug, carpet, curtains, colours on the wall. So you're going to have maybe your neutrals or some bold statement wall. You're going to have cushions that will coordinate. So you're talking about coordination. You're going to have some items that are personal touches, some items that are ornaments that you're going to be placing carefully so as you're not making them too cluttered. And that's the same with jewellery. So let's think of jewellery as the ornaments, because they're accessories, and a true meaning of an accessory is it has no purpose. So jewellery itself has no purpose, ornaments have no purpose other than to look attractive and pretty and to enhance the room. However, some accessories in a room and on your clothes, on your body, also do have a purpose. So they're not so ornamental. So we can call the hats and scarves and belt and snooze similar to your cushions, similar to your rugs, in that they're an accessory, but they're also practical. Ornaments, your jewellery. In jewellery, think about the ornaments in your sitting room. If you've actually got them cluttered all over the place, there's actually not much of a design element there to the room, and it can have that cluttered feel. It's not going to be comfortable so much to visitors. And that's the same with your jewellery, that if you've got necklaces on and they're big and bold, plus you've got gold bold earrings and you've got big bold dangly bracelets and you've got ankle bracelets, and it's a bit of a cluttered jumble, and there's no one piece that's going to be standing out. Now with me, I will generally wear jewellery in two places or more, not often one. So for today, for instance, I've got bracelets on, but I've got them on two arms. And I've got a necklace on as well. Oh, and earrings. Yep, but my statement pieces really are the bracelets. They're the biggest items, because the earrings are quite dainty. The necklace is very dainty. Yeah, so these are on two arms today. Now, if I had a watch on, I would possibly have one bracelet on there and then two bracelets on the other arm, just to balance that out. I'm not likely to wear big and bold on my ears and big and bold around my neck, but I might wear big and bold around my ears and on my arms. So it's a matter of spacing things out, and that's probably what you're doing when you're decorating your home and thinking about the placement of ornaments. You're probably spacing things out and making clusters of items that go together. And you may have a statement ornament, you know, one big bold statement ornament, and that could be similar to a hat, similar to a handbag, similar to the shoes. I want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring a portion of this video. I've worked with Skillshare before, and I do enjoy working with them because I'm absolutely passionate that as we reach our retirement age or have retired or thinking of retiring, that we do remain relevant and current. And if we're no longer working, how are we going to do that? So Skillshare is a platform that has some opportunities to undertake some courses on a modular basis and rekindle those interests we may have had when we were younger, or explore new interests, or just maintain our level of skills that we may have learned while we were in the office and now at home. Now, Skillshare is a site that is having new courses and subjects added on a monthly basis in the thousands. It is an advert free, so you don't get any interruptions. It's easily accessible because it's online, and some of them come with some workbooks and some exercises to do and materials that you can take away. First 1,000 people who click the link down below have a month's free usage on the platform to undertake their courses as they see fit and explore the platform. Now, this month I explored interior design because now I'm at home. I wanted to actually make my house a little bit less cluttered and a bit more appealing and streamlined, and I see all those pictures on other social media, these lovely wonderful houses inside, no clutter. And so I took a course this time by Erica Fogelman, who's an interior designer, and her course is called Designers in the Details. So areas of my lounge that I thought were rather cluttered with actually no design element to it whatsoever, no placement of ornaments in a attractive manner, merely surfaces for clutter, I have actually, having done the course, transformed, and I am very pleased. I hope it lasts. I hope it lasts. But one of the things I learned also, as well as actually doing this practical piece of work, was that houseplants, for instance, when you're using houseplants in a room, they should actually be in two parts of the room. And I didn't know that. Talking of houseplants, there are actually modules and courses on looking after houseplants, the right houseplants for homes, which ones are good for your environment, how to look after them. Right, back to the main content. I'd say the pictures on the wall are similar to prints on a blouse, and we may have some blouses in our wardrobe that we had a long time, but we love the prints, but the print's a little bit dated. Same with the picture. We could have had a picture for 30 years, and a way to update it would be to change the frame. So I've got one here. I'm just changing the frame and taking it along to a local studio, and they're going to put a modern frame on it. But the same with the blouse. One you love, where the print's a bit dated, you can put a modern cardigan over the top to make it more of a current outfit. A modern cardigan, a modern jacket, a moto jacket, a blazer, a shacket, and the shacket's a cross between a shirt and jacket if you're thinking about what that is. A trench coat, some leatherware, something current that actually will lift that dated blouse you have. So there's tricks of creating modern outfits with your older clothes. So if you can actually decorate a lounge, you can actually dress yourself. You can actually create an outfit. Our clothes, like our home, is a reflection of our personality, and it's telling whoever else you're going to be seeing who you are. Are you a sporty person? Have you got trophies around the place on your shelves? Are you wearing trainers similarly? Are you wearing a rugby shirt with a team on? It's similar to the trophies in the sitting room. Or are you a bit vintage? Are you classic? Are you edgy? And so on. It's portraying your character and reflects you as a person to make you feel comfortable, as well as actually looking attractive to the viewer. Really the idea of an outfit. And we have to be comfortable in it. That's why it has to reflect our personality. There's no point in wearing an outfit that suits somebody else's personality that you're just not comfortable in, because then you're not portraying the right image either. You're not portraying who you are. You're being dishonest yourself in a way, actually, by creating a look that doesn't actually feel comfortable to you. And if you're a casual person, you have to dress up classic to go to an event. You've got to dress up smart. Sometimes we just have to. But we can actually dress smart still in keeping with our own character. So for instance, when I go to a smart event, I might not be so comfortable in a dress as I would be a smart pair of trousers. That's still in keeping with my character. I've got that sort of casual, comfortable element in my classic outfit. So, recently I wore this outfit here to a graduation. Other women were perfectly happy in a dress. I was comfortable in my black trousers for this event. If I wear a little black dress, it's generally going to be one that's got a stride on. I've talked about that before. I have got a little black dress. It's just above my knee and I can stride in it and it's not tight. When I've had pencil skirts in the past, they've been quite stretchy and elastic so as I could stride. So that is in keeping with my character. I'm wearing a classic item, but it's in keeping with my character of being a casual, natural personality that's going to have a big step. It's going to want to be comfortable and feel loose, even if the item doesn't look loose. We all have a little bit of a trademark, I think, a trademark look, especially at our age. We've tried lots of different styles. We've got to the point where we've probably got a trademark, and that might be a hat. And Marissa, this lady Marissa, who is a motivational speaker, very rarely do you see her without a hat, and it's often this shape. Queen Elizabeth, she always wore monochrome, a hat and necklace and brooch. Pretty well her trademark. Iris here, it's her glasses, isn't it? And you could also say her colours and so on, but the glasses, the big glasses. For me, it's my waist, and it always has been defining a waist somehow. And that's why I love separates so much. And mostly live in separates. But even if I'm wearing a dress, I'm going to be defining my waist. It'll either nip in at the waist or I'll have a belt around it. So that's my trademark. Yours can be something entirely different, but if you think about it, you probably do have a trademark, something that you are always identified with, even if it might be that you never wear trousers, you only ever wear dresses, or you only ever wear skirts, or you only ever wear trousers and don't ever wear dresses. You have got a trademark, and that's part of your style. So I'm going to go through some examples of outfits, when an outfit becomes an outfit and when it is just clothes. So let's start with a blouse and pleather trousers. Now pleather trousers, smart, modern, current, with a blouse. That's, a modern look. but it's not quite an outfit. This is putting clothes on. So what we need to do, or what I did, was actually then wanted to add some interest. So I changed the blouse for one with a pattern. So it's still a blue blouse, but it's got some white in it, it's got some green in it and so on. Now the green, like a cushion, would coordinate with your sofa or your room. So it's coordinating with my trousers, but it's that interest item. Now because the pattern on the blouse is so big and bold, my jewellery is very dainty. So I'm just wearing the necklace that I've just shown you just now, this little necklace and little dainty earrings, because we've already got the power, the statement in this blouse. It's a big pattern, big-ish pattern, not hugely overpowering, but it's not a small dainty pattern. So that's the interest piece. Because my trademark is my waist, I've actually got the blouse tucked in, zhuzhed it out a bit and added a belt. So there's my trademark piece there, showing the waist. Then there's the curtains, the practical item, the practical piece that's also going to be attractive. And so I have put on my shielding item, the one that's going to keep me warm, that's going to protect the room like curtains would, is my jacket. And I've coordinated that, as you would do, with my trousers and my blouse. So it's a long jacket in green. That's the coordination piece. But it's a little bit interesting as well, but it's not overpoweringly interesting. The collar's interesting. It's a stand-up sort of mandarin collar, but it doesn't compete with the blouse. There's two ways of playing the footwear. You could actually use a pair of shoes that are going to blend in with the green and the navy and the white that we've got here, so white trainers, or you could just purposely be a little bit off. And that's how I like to dress. That's the edgy side of me, the slightly imperfect, because I'm casual. I don't want to be absolutely perfect, like I've tried too hard. There's got to be something for me when I'm getting dressed, something slightly off. So I've used black motor boots and a black handbag, because we're not seeing black anywhere else in the outfit, and that's just a slightly off. And in a sitting room, that might be one big statement ornament that's not in keeping with the rest of the room. Or it might just be a little bit of some books, some novels on the table instead of some picture books, coffee table books that are really organised, bought for that purpose. They're just coffee table books looking like you tried hard, For me, it would be some novels. Okay, I've decorated my coffee table, but I put novels there instead of looking like I'm really nailing it to the T. So I don't like to nail things to the T, not in anything. Well, my work I would do. This video hopefully nailed it to the T, but you know what I mean, in appearance of something, it's going to be something, because I'm casual, it's going to be something slightly off. Now, as I tend to do occasionally is actually show you an example from somebody else. So this is my friend Julia, and we had gone out together. That's why I was wearing the outfit. And it occurred to me while I was with her and saw her that Julia had also put on some autumn colours, but also that her trademark is her waist. It's another example of how if your trademark is your waist, you may be comfortable wearing a jumper or a t-shirt or shirt or blouse over the top, not tucking it in and then putting a belt around. And if you have maybe tummy issues, that's a way of, if your trademark you feel is your waist, but you still have tummy issues, that might be a way around that. Using a belt and using your layering your blouse or jumper over the top. But Julia's trademark also is that she never wears trousers. I don't believe I've ever seen her in trousers or jeans. I'm fairly sure, she may correct me, but I'm fairly sure it's always skirts and dresses. So there are two trademark elements with Julia, defining the waist and her dresses and skirts, love. But you can see here that Julia also has built up the outfit. She's got the skirt on, the skirt's got it's got the pattern on, it's got the interest. The trademark is the belt around her jumper. She's got the neutral on top, and then she's got the waistcoat as a layering item over the top, as I have got with my coat, and brought together all those elements to create what could have been a skirt and jumper, but she's brought other items in positioning and items. So positioning as in the jumper is untucked and the belt, and the third item is the waistcoat. My positioning is that I've tucked in my blouse and put a belt on and got that layering item as well. So that's how we create outfits. And really, I'm sure, although some of you say that you don't know how to create an outfit, if you think about it, you probably are. You really probably are creating an outfit, because it's as simple as that. It's as simple as doing something with the item you're wearing and putting some other pieces on top. It really is simple. thinking about your jewellery. The waistcoat Julia has bought is new. She's got it in 2 colours, olive and black. They're the only 2 colours available, and I have ordered it in the same. And I'm going to list it down below for the UK, and you can get it in the US and Canada as well. I think Canada, but I know you can get the brand in the US. And I'll list it down below for you, so snap that up. It's got poppers at the back so you can actually tighten it in or loosen it. Both Julia and I ordered a size 8, and I'm 7 stone 8 and 5'2", so give you a bit of a guide. Now here's another outfit. It's a pair of jeans and a jumper again. Now, you know, I've said I'm a separates person. I wear separates. Now, but again, my trademark is to show my waist, so I'm not really going to wear the jumper just like this. This is clothes to me. So I did a front tuck and put a belt on, and then the jumper's got quite a lot of detail in it. It's not patterned like the blouse was, but the jumper's got some detail in, so that again is interest. So it doesn't have to be a patterned top or patterned bottom, as in Julia's skirt, for instance, but it could be texture that's making the interest. So in this jumper, which also still is available, I believe, this jumper's got texture. And I've done a front tuck. Now I want to talk about front tuck, but I will come on to that in a second. But over the top of this, I am wearing a black leather jacket. That's a layering item to add the extra bit to it. And if I turn around and show you the positioning of how the front tuck creates a bit of a curve at the back, and what we're looking for is just sort of that inch hanging below the jacket, really, when we're talking about front tuck, with the actual back of the item hanging down below your jacket. That's what we're looking for if we want something hanging below. We don't want a lot hanging below a jacket. You could not have a jacket at all and have quite a lot hanging down, that's fine. Or you could have a long jacket that hides it. But I think if you're going for a front tuck that will actually show a bit hanging down below, then I think 1 inch to 1.5 inches is about right. Maybe 2 inches, but nothing more than that. I don't really feel all that comfortable with. I think it's just enough to give a glimpse of interest from behind. Anyway, so yes, I wore some reflow boots and the my biker moto jacket, which kind of blend in together. So that's my colour elements here then are the indigo jeans, the green and the black. So again, it is layering up and doing something interesting around the waist, because the waist is my trademark area. Now, if your trademark area is neckline, you might always want to or think about doing something interesting around the neck. It might be that you want to ignore your waist totally, but do something with your neck. You may always want to have either a chunky necklace or a dainty necklace or a scarf, a neck scarf. And that might be, if your trademark might be your neck area, think about doing things with scarves to zhuzh up your clothes to create an outfit. That is just another example. If we talk about front tucks, and some of you love them, some of you hate them, and I think the reason you hate them is because you think they're scruffy or you can't make it work. Not everything front tucks. You need to have a jumper or a blouse that's not skinny, that's actually going to have some give, because you're not going to tuck it in and then keep it flat to you. You're going to tuck it in and puff it out a bit. So it needs to have material there to puff out a bit. You also need not to have high rise or low rise, because if you have low rise trousers or jeans you're doing a front tuck with, all that's going to happen is this blouse and so on is just going to make your tummy look big. And same with high rise, you're going to be untucking high up, showing then your jeans clinging to your lower abdomen. So it really needs to be mid-rise trousers you're using, and it needs to be enough material that you can actually puff it out a bit. There's also another factor. I can never make a front tuck work when the hem has got side slits, because the front tuck aim is that it's got a little bit of shape at the front, a little bit of puffiness at the front, then you're creating a bit of a curve, and then you're carrying on that curve around the hips and around the back, as I showed you show you here. So here's another example of a jumper that works, this pink jumper that works. It's got the right volume. I can pull it out at the front, I can shape it around the sides, and I can shape it around the back to work. If I try to do that with a jumper that has slide slits, there are some clever people who can actually make slide slits work for a front tuck, but it just doesn't for me. So the chances are that's something again that maybe you're trying to do it with, and that's not working. So avoid those side slits. attempts just don't, because they just don't, well, you can see here, it doesn't work. Right, I believe that is all my tips for creating an outfit, and really, honestly, you can do it. It's just layering and a few ornaments. That's all it is. Right, and I'll see you all in an outfit.